All right, scoop seekers, buckle up because the universe of DC is shifting and we've got the inside track. The news cycle is absolutely blazing, and if you miss even a minute, you're already behind. Today, we're diving headfirst into seismic changes, unexpected cameos, and exclusive insights that are set to redefine the future of your favorite heroes. Get ready for the unmissable updates that everyone will be talking about. First up, we're breaking down how the Peacemaker universe is officially merging with the new DCU, and the mind-bending retcons happening right before our eyes. Then, we're going behind the scenes with Gunn himself to uncover a deleted scene that's now canon and the surprising pushback he faced. Next, we're exploring Gunn's desire to give a beloved classic a major overhaul, but with a catch that's all about budget and priorities. And finally, we're talking dream casting as a major Hollywood star pitches himself for our iconic DC role directly to the man in charge. You do not want to miss this. Hit that like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you're always in the loop with Sheeran's scoop. The DCU timeline just got a major overhaul. Get ready, DC fans, because James Gunn is making waves, and the latest ripple is a significant retcon affecting the very fabric of the Peacemaker series and its connection to the broader DC universe. In a recent interview, Gunn detailed the strategic decision to replace the iconic Justice League with the Justice Gang in the Peacemaker Season 2 premiere recap. This isn't just a minor tweak. It's a deliberate move to seamlessly integrate Peacemaker and other characters, like Blue Beetle, into the newly established DCU continuity. Gunn explained that Peacemaker occupied a unique space, existing in what he described as an in-between universe during a period of flux for DC films, especially with the impending major changes brought about by The Flash. This transitional phase gave the creative team considerable freedom during Season 1, but the original ending cameo simply didn't align with the cohesive vision for the new DCU. The challenge was to ensure that characters like Peacemaker and Ray's Blue Beetle remain firmly canon within the studio's ambitious new plans, requiring only a few adjustments to bridge the gap. The Season 2 premiere directly tackled this continuity issue head-on by showcasing the Justice Gang instead of the Justice League in its recap sequence. Fans were quick to notice the absence of Metamorpho, who appeared alongside Superman in the previous continuity. Gunn clarified on Threads that the events depicted in the recap actually take place before Superman, establishing a clear chronological order. He explained that while the season itself unfolds immediately after Superman, the recap sequences are designed to set the stage within the new framework. This careful recalibration allows Gunn to Lucas the S out of Season 1's ending, a nod to George Lucas' practice of revising original Star Wars films, though he humorously noted the cost implications. The decision stems from a period where DC lacked unified leadership, with transitions from Snyder, Whedon, and the fallout from Black Adam creating a complex landscape. Ultimately, this retcon ensures that the narrative threads of Peacemaker can weave smoothly into the overarching DCU tapestry, paving the way for future interconnected storytelling. The result is a more unified and streamlined DC universe, where beloved characters can coexist without continuity headaches. Audience impact. Fans are buzzing about the retcon, debating the implications for the Justice League's future and praising Gunn's commitment to a cohesive DCU. But the story doesn't end there. Did you know a scene cut from Season 1 is now officially DCU canon? We've got the explosive details next. Deleted scene makes it to DCU canon against the odds. James Gunn has revealed a fascinating tidbit about the ongoing efforts to solidify the new DC Universe's continuity, confirming that a scene originally cut from Peacemaker Season 1 has now been officially integrated into the DCU canon. This particular scene involved a reference to Green Lantern, which was initially deemed too controversial for inclusion back in 2022. During an appearance on Peacemaker, the official podcast, Gunn shared that the infamous line referencing Green Lantern having a vomit fetish was actually filmed for Season 1. However, Warner Bros. Reportedly didn't sanction its inclusion at the time. The scene was eventually repurposed for the Justice Gang cameo in the Season 2 premiere recap, effectively replacing the Justice League sequence that had been planned. Gunn admitted that he improvised the line with John Cena on set, which might explain the studio's hesitation. He elaborated on the fluidity of canon within the DCU, noting that while some elements from Season 1 are now canon, others are not. The retconning of the Justice League cameo, which originally featured Jason Momoa's Aquaman and Ezra Miller's Flash, was a key part of this process. In the revised version, Hawkgirl and Guy Gardner comment on Peacemaker's claims about Green Lantern. The specific line that made it back into canon is Peacemaker telling Emilia Harcourt, "You know, one time I puked all over Green Lantern. I got seasick from flying on a green magic carpet. The weird thing is he liked it." This bold statement directly addresses the vomit fetish rumor. Gunn and his producing partner Peter Safran took over DC Studios later in 2022, and Gunn had previously mentioned that the former DC Films leadership was not particularly fond of some of the more boundary-pushing dialogue, such as Peacemaker calling Batman a PY for his no-kill rule. Gunn defended such lines, arguing that Peacemaker's criticisms of other heroes were often more valid than his comments about Batman. Despite initial pushback, Gunn acknowledged that DC executives were ultimately accommodating, allowing him a significant degree of creative freedom. This instance highlights Gunn's determination to maintain his unique creative vision while navigating the complexities of studio approvals and continuity management. Audience impact. The revelation has sparked significant discussion among fans, with many praising Gunn's ability to weave even deleted material into the overarching narrative and appreciating the humor and edge it brings to the DCU. But what if Gunn could revisit past projects to ensure perfect continuity? He's revealed a desire to do just that, with a surprising condition. We'll break down that story next. Gunn eyes Lucasing Peacemaker Season 1, but budget is a factor. James Gunn, the architect of the new DC universe, has expressed a strong desire to revisit and potentially reshoot the first season of Peacemaker to align it perfectly with the new DCU continuity. However, he's facing a significant hurdle: the cost. In an interview with TV Insider, Gunn explained his ambition to George Lucas' The S out of Peacemaker Season 1, a direct reference to the Star Wars creator's practice of revisiting and altering his original films with updated effects and continuity changes. The recent Season 2 premiere already featured a subtle retcon, replacing the Justice League with the Justice Gang in a recap sequence, a move that Gunn found relatively straightforward. However, a comprehensive reshoot of the entire first season to smooth out all continuity kinks would involve changing too many little things, a process he deems too expensive. Gunn stated, "I'd rather just give that money to a few more CGI shots in Supergirl." He clarified that the current canon for the DCU primarily includes Creature Commandos, Superman, and Peacemaker Season 2. While he encourages viewers to watch Season 1, he acknowledges the necessity of the one significant change made in the recap. He hasn't ruled out a complete overhaul in the future, admitting, "At some point, I would love to George Lucas the shit out of it, but right now, I don't have the money." This approach mirrors the ongoing debate in Hollywood about directors' intentions versus preserving original works. While Gunn's desire to create a cohesive narrative is understandable, the financial implications of such a large-scale revision are considerable. His preference for allocating funds to new projects, like Supergirl, underscores the practical realities of filmmaking and prioritizing resources. Audience impact. Fans are divided on the idea of reshooting, with some eager for a perfectly seamless continuity and others content with the existing season, appreciating its raw, unvarnished quality and Gunn's creative decisions. While Gunn is focused on future projects, a major star has already pitched himself for a key role in the new DCU. Find out who wants to play Plastic Man next. The Office star pitches himself to James Gunn for DCU role. Rainn Wilson, beloved for his iconic portrayal of Dwight Schrute on The Office, has publicly expressed his strong interest in joining James Gunn's new DC universe, specifically by taking on the role of the shape-shifting superhero Plastic Man. Wilson revealed in a recent discussion that he has already approached Gunn multiple times about the possibility of bringing the elastic character to the big screen. First introduced in 1941, Plastic Man, whose real name is Patrick Eel O'Brien, gained his extraordinary powers after a mishap at a chemical plant. He eventually uses his abilities for good, becoming a unique and often humorous force for justice. Wilson cited the character's wicked sense of humor and the very, very funny nature of the original Plastic Man comics as reasons for his deep affection for the character. He believes that unearthing this hero for the modern era would be a fantastic undertaking. Even if Gunn decides to cast another actor in the role, Wilson stated that he would still be a dedicated fan and eager to watch any project centered around Plastic Man. His enthusiasm for Gunn's vision for the DCU is evident. He particularly praised how Gunn handled Nicholas Holt's Lex Luthor in the upcoming Superman film, appreciating the depiction of LexCorp as a powerful, monolithic corporate entity. This proactive approach from Wilson highlights the growing excitement and anticipation surrounding Gunn's revitalized DCU. As the franchise expands, casting choices and the introduction of new characters will be crucial, and it seems that established talent is keen to be a part of it. Wilson's pitch underscores the enduring appeal of classic DC characters and the potential for unique casting choices that could bring a fresh dynamic to the universe. Audience impact. The fan community is buzzing about Wilson's interest, with many fans expressing support for the casting idea and envisioning how his comedic timing and distinctive persona could bring Plastic Man to life. That's all the DCU buzz for today. Stay tuned for more updates and don't forget to subscribe. And that's a wrap on today's explosive updates. We covered James Gunn's DCU timeline retcons for Peacemaker, a deleted scene making it into canon, Gunn's budget-conscious approach to revisiting past seasons, and Rainn Wilson's pitch for Plastic Man. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that notification bell, and let us know in the comments which update you're most excited about. Follow us on all social platforms for even more exclusive content. We'll see you next time on Sheeran Scoop.